welcome to another show with my
Well,
brother
welcome.
from another
How's it
mother.
going?
What's up, man?
Good, just
Long time
here
no see. You've
chilling.
been off. Yeah, I've been off the scene for 3 weeks.
Man, I
And
know. I hope you feel better too, bro.
I feel better. I went through a lot, sickness and all that stuff. So the entire family went through the flu season. I would say,
Whatever it
just
was, I know everybody's been getting that. It was people at
it
work
was
too,
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening? What's going on with you tomorrow? I heard you have a fishing trip.
Oh yeah, I'm going to the Gulf of America. Maybe hunt some redfish.
Yeah,
Um, may the
that's
Lord keep
good.
me because every time you hear all these fishing trips, man, I just you know anything could happen.
Are you
Just watch too many movies, Castaway and all that. May the Lord liberate me from all that. You know what I mean? All I know
yeah.
is that if that situation happens, I hope I'm swimming the right direction and not deeper
Yeah.
into it. But
Make
you
sure you
just
get
never know.
Wilson. It's the Wilson.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Wilson will help me float. When you're tired.
Yeah, that's nice. So, are they gonna pay the day on Wednesday and Tuesday? They're
Oh,
gonna pay you the.
yes, sir. Yes.
You're gonna get. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So, can you play the first video? Because today we're gonna have a kind of like a, I would say, catching up on everything, but it's a lot going on, and between the government lying to us and the SNAP fraud, the EBT, people getting mad because they had to reapply for it and all that stuff. We're gonna get all into that in a minute, but first, let's play this first video of the evening, and let's start off with some comedian, telling us the truth right in our face. Back in
All right.
2000, what? 2000, early 2000, I believe that's when it was.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think it was. Hold on. Oops. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Ready? And here we go.
Sooner or later, the people in this country are going to realize the government does not give a fuck about them. Government doesn't care about you or your children or your rights or your welfare or your safety. It simply doesn't give a fuck about you. It's interested in its own power. That's the only thing, keeping it and expanding it wherever possible. Everyone in this country is always running around yammering about their fucking rights. I have a right. You have no right. We have a right. They don't have a right. Folks, I hate to spoil your fun, but there's no such thing as rights, okay? They're imaginary. We made them up.
Mm.
Oh
I mean,
man,
he
he's
go to
not wrong.
no, he's not. Let me bring this better. Here we go. Yeah, so he been saying that for the longest. I think he was one of the first people out there in the comedian realm saying the quiet part out loud. Besides Chappelle talking in codes about Illuminati and all that stuff, and then Cat Williams follow along, and it was like a whole cascade of event of comedian basically telling us in our faces,
What's going
you
down?
know, what's going on in the government, man, and what they doing and the people behind the scenes. And it was in the early 2000. I remember seeing, I would say 2008, 2007, seeing Cat Williams talking about the Illuminati. You remember Dave Chappelle a couple years later, he disappeared out of the $50 million contract. Uh, and this was a whole charade of craziness. I believe 2005, 2015 was the era of conspiracy. Period.
And it's funny because all that's true. I mean, the guy that just said that right now. I mean, you don't even
Yeah.
have to. I mean, think about what just happened with this shutdown deal, right? I mean,
Yep.
the Democrats were caught saying that this was their leverage, and they were the ones that were advocating for these food stamps, and for all these stuff. But yet they were saying, well, we can put these guys in a hold, like a robber, holding them at gunpoint and saying,
Right.
"Yeah, we want, or else, they won't get food. And you're horrible for letting that happen." And it's just like, dude. And then again, for all these socialist people that are pro Mondani thing, clear evidence, dude. Clear evidence that this is what the government will do. You're giving them power to do this more frequently. I don't know. it's just discouraging. But it's funny. It's good, refreshing to see that the past is telling us what's our future is, and it was a joke, and now to somebody this isn't a joke. I mean, it's still a joke for some of us
Right.
because like told you so, you know.
I know it's been that moment for the last what 3 or 4 years of all these conspiracies that Alex Alex Jones brought forward, Jesse Ventura, Cat Williams. You see this comedian over here, and then Dave Chappelle. They're all talking about this, elite group and the government, working in cahoots to dominate the world. And people didn't believe him back then. People were laughing about it because they were making jokes. They were basically telling you what's really going, what's going on and what's about to happen, and people were just laughing about it. Now, 10 years later, people are like, "Man, we've been hoodwinked, we've been led astray." They just played us. The government
Oh yeah,
and the elites, they just played us, and we just play into their hand. I mean, just imagine they're already talking about doing another pandemic. They've
dude. Yeah, I've heard of
they've
that.
been saying that. They've been saying that for the last 2 years, especially Bill Gates. We gotta get ready for the next pandemic. And then before Fauci left the government, he was mentioning it too.
And did you know about that tick that gets you allergic to red meat?
Yep,
Um,
I
you
heard about
remember
it
that?
like 2 months ago.
Yeah, you heard, but even around after COVID, they were bringing that up, and that was another conspiracy thing that they were saying
Right,
that Bill Gates was going to do this. He was going to make a tick that somehow was going to get you allergic to red meat, and that's how they were going to make us eat the bugs or whatever, right? Well, now it's true because I think when was it the day before yesterday, or no, it was Friday or Thursday? No, I think it might have been Friday, but someone was confirmed in the United States been bitten by that tick.
oh,
So
and they've been pushing forward that agenda of not eating red meat.
and
They've been contemplating like, oh, we had the first off. Let's start with the bird flu 2 years back. Now with the
yeah,
swine flu. Now the cat mouse disease. The mad cow disease. They started working with this disease just to basically cut off our supply lines of meats and protein. And what is next? I mean, they
well
have
that way
they
they can control us, Julio. It's all control. You know, I honestly want to say that the whole reason why they want these generated biochemical food is because they get to inject what they want to inject. So, for example, it only takes a few generations to mold the generation as they want, right? Per se. So, for example, like our children, if they get rid of us and they have us by a certain age, they can get rid of us, and they just release this disease that winds up killing us um, at our certain age. And um, yeah, Julio, like I was saying, it's just basically like COVID, for example. I'm sure some
Mhm.
of the and I have no evidence of this, but I can guarantee you, if someone makes a study that the certain people that died due to the COVID vaccine, and if they put certain vaccinations that they got from like the flu or something, because all these flus were free, it's not free for a reason. And then the COVID came, and those people that died, I bet you had to do something with that vaccine. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think it's more control more than anything, and it just rules for thee, not for me. That's what they want.
Mhm.
They want to eat that nice juicy steak. They don't want you
Yeah,
peasants.
absolutely. Absolutely. Since since we have COVID, the
Oh, we kind of lost you there, Julio.
man, the internet is bad today.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
know. Internet is bad.
you're good. We're good.
Yeah, we're good now. Or there we go. But yeah, and yeah, it's I'm agree with you. It's all about the control. It's I mean they're cutting off our supply, with this off the blue uh viruses or pandemic in the food industry. And then what is next? Every time the Bill Gates get his hand or he get involved in whatever industry, he's doing something to basically kind of like suffocate the let me find that right word. Try to suffocate the environment of that of that product. He tried to like sometime like some way disrupt that product and make it go bankrupt so he can push his product
Yeah,
instead.
exactly.
You know
Like
what
the
I mean?
farms,
That's what.
like the farms.
Yeah, that's
He buys these
he
farms
bought all the
where
farm.
the cattle, and he's making a problem with the cattle. And so now guess what?
Yeah,
No cattle. Oh, here's biological meat because we're running out of cows. We don't have enough cows. Yeah, you're right. He creates a I you just hit that nail in the head, you know, created a problem and he has the solution. He's
yeah,
the hero.
and that's what they did in I think there was Netherlands and some other countries in Europe. They created laws that suffocate economically all the ranchers so they can produce the meat. And then afterwards they hit them with so many fines that they couldn't pay, so they had to sell the land or go bankrupt.
Mm,
And the government or private entities brought the properties at at cents for a dollar, and they got rich. Pretty much,
mm.
they got rich, and that's what they're trying to do in the United States. They're trying to bankrupt all these ranchers, those independent ranchers, so they can buy the property, so they can sell the meat at a higher price. Because that's what they do. They inflate the prices. That's what they do.
And
They inflate the prices. Since 2020 and forward, the meat price almost doubled ever since. Because I remember 2017, 2016, you could go Costco and buy I would say 2 pounds, like two fillet of ribeye. They were like what, $22 for both. Now a pound is
now it's
almost like
like,
$27.
yeah, it's
It
like
doubled.
50 bucks almost. Yeah. It's
It's a 50
crazy.
bucks. So in less than 10 years, the price doubled, and that's what Big Gay does. He just like every time he get his hand on something, he just so he can push his own crazy, and people do not buy that anymore. They're trying to do the Beyond Meat. People don't buy the stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
People don't buy it. But every time
No.
you go to Costco, you go to Sam's Club, whatever, you that's the first thing you see on the meat aisle. All that Beyond Meat. Have you noticed that? That's the first thing they put in there.
Yeah.
Like once you walk in
Yeah,
on that
and
aisle,
they
it's right there in the corner.
always try to make you feel so you can have this what is that?
Alternative?
Virtue signal, like, oh man, I feel great, I'm contributing to society by getting this meat, and I'm one less cow that's burping in the air and killing and contributing to climate change, and it's all that
Yeah.
BS mumbo jumbo, which is
All
like
these
so
cow
dumb.
parts.
Yeah, them
Cow
cow farts,
parts,
the
the
burps.
methane.
It's like, dude, these, I don't
It's
know, man.
ridiculous.
They're
It's
brainwashed.
ridiculous.
It's a cult.
Yeah.
The leftist is a cult. But and here's the thing: Bill Gates is caught on so many different seminars that he says he wants to do population control with
Mhm.
vaccines. What does that mean?
Yeah.
It either sterilize or exterminate. That's it.
Yeah. And
You
with
know?
dude, remember when they remember the TED talk, they had the little formula at the bottom. Like we can he said we can minimize the numbers by vaccination.
Yeah, that's it. That's what he
And
says.
I'm like,
That could
that
only
mother.
mean two things. That could only mean two things. Either sterilize, meaning certain
Yeah.
people can't have kids, or exterminate. I mean, either one is not good. You know what I mean? Like if I mean, what do you mean by that? I mean, there's just only those two things that I can think of. I mean,
And I guarantee
that's
you,
it.
he does not have a vaccine on his body. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, and does he have kids? Did he ever have kids?
Mhm.
You know what? That's a chat GPT real quick. If he,
I,
because
I don't think
I'm
he
betting,
does.
I'm
I think
betting
I
that if
think
he
I
had
think his
kids,
ex-wife begged him. I don't know, but
oh man, Bill
yeah, I don't think
Gates.
he got kids. Man, I'm getting bold. I don't think he got kids. He,
Yeah, he does. He has two kids,
they probably.
Jennifer Catherine Gates and Roy John Gates.
All right.
And
Hey, let's play the other video. I want to dwell on Bill Gates.
oh, yes, three
Have it.
kids. All right,
Damn. Let's play the other
here we
video.
go.
That's
Let's play
everybody's
this video.
favorite president.
Oh man, here we go. Oh wait, volume. Sorry guys.
There you
Hold
go.
on, here we go.
It will actually reduce the deficit by $4 trillion over the long term. Reducing the waste and inefficiency in Medicare and Medicaid will pay for most of this plan. It will slow the growth of healthcare costs for our families, our businesses, and our government. There will be a provision in this plan that requires us to come forward with more spending cuts if the savings we promised don't materialize.
Dude,
That
that
that that is that is right there. The Obamacare in a nutshell.
dude, that really didn't do anything. Why do we got to keep subsidizing? But see, for all you people that think like, oh man, you guys, we've been saying. I was saying this from like the jump when it started. I had really good insurance. Yeah, I paid a lot, but I was paying it. It was fairly well, and I was making good money. And at the time, it was $900 a month for a family of five,
Damn.
right? I know, but
Jesus.
but check this out. We had the best care, dude. I'm telling you, I didn't pay a dime when my daughter was born. Like it was good, dude. It was really good.
You got your money's
And
worth.
yeah, and then when Obama kicked in, United Healthcare reached out to me and said, "Oh,
You gotta pay a premium.
in the next year when it rolls over, you're going to have to pay. I think it went up to $2,500 from $900 a month to $2,500 if I wanted to keep the same care." And then I was like, wait,
What?
25. Yeah, hold on. And I was like, wait, $2,500 for the year? Is that because then if that's it, man, damn, that Obamacare did kick in, right? That's what I was thinking.
Right.
$2,500 a year, dang, dude. And she was like, no, 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 that's what you gotta pay a month if you want to keep the gold standard of that. And I was like,
That's a mortgage.
yeah, I was like, this was like 2013, I believe. And I was like, dude, I can't pay that. So what?
And they
Well,
give
I'm
you a
not trying.
fine if you don't wanna have it.
No, 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 because it was. This was a insurance that I personally got because I was under a 1099 as a self proprietor, like a
Okay.
business guy. So I was like, okay, so what do I do? I'm not trying to upgrade though. And then the lady kept trying to explain to me, this is not an upgrade charge. This is just to keep the same healthcare you have for that much. And I was like, well, I can't pay that. So then she said, and I said, what can I get by keeping the same thing that I get paid now? And then she told me to another one, dude. It was like the basic, dude. Like I might as well get the Obamacare, which I got out of it, and I was without insurance. And I said, you know what? I made the math, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be penalized. Freddie, sorry, it's my dog. Just making sure he's not doing something he's supposed to do.
So
But anyways,
that's Obamacare. I mean, they Obamacare ruined a lot of people, a lot.
dude, it ruined our healthcare because for sure when my youngest was born, I had Blue Cross Blue Shield through a company, and I still wound up paying $9,000 on top of paying. They were taking 150 out of my paycheck every week, and dude, it's just I don't know. So I made the math, Julio. I where I'm at right now, I made the math. If I don't have insurance and out of pocket, I spend less than if I had insurance. You know, which is crazy, right? And I seen a video where a guy in California called an ambulance or something, and then he was gonna pay $2,000 if he had no insurance. But then when he added insurance, they charged him almost $9,000. And he was like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, well, if you don't have insurance, you get a discount, which that's true. And then if you pay, you think about it, all the monthly payment you pay, if you just pay yourself and put that in the savings every year, and you calculate, like I get it, if you're sick all the time and you're going to the hospital, or not, I mean, excuse me, if you're going to the clinic every 2 weeks or so because
Yeah,
you
or
have
every
some,
month.
yeah, then I guess it makes sense for you to pay because you're spending more. But if your family is healthy and stuff, I'd say just save that, put that on your own. That's why with Donald Trump's idea with him just giving money to the American people and let them shop their insurance, I agree with that because to me is cheaper. Because guess what happens when I'm the insurance, and now you're telling me that everyone's getting paid, everyone's has to have insurance. They have to have it. That means it's guaranteed money coming in for me. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So if I jack up the prices, it's a win for me because either way, they get penalized. I still get that money regardless. It's $500. May not be much, but it was $500 that I wasn't getting if that law wasn't in place. So, the insurance were making money off Obamacare is what I'm saying. But
Yeah, yeah, they lobby and they make that they draft that Obamacare for them. All the provisions that were made for them to get paid regardless. You know what I mean? How you gonna penalize somebody for not having a medical insurance? That's their problem. You know what I mean? Why
yeah.
do you have to penalize people? And I'm glad they stopped doing that BS because a lot, it ruined the economy, and that's why all these and they have to do the same. I guarantee you, they have to do the same with the auto insurance. They have to stop that shit. Honestly, they have to stop. Like people, if you want to have insurance, have it. If you don't want to have it, you have to pay out of pocket.
And see, Julio, the thing is, the reason why Obamacare was not working too, and another, another, I guess, evidence to show you that it doesn't work with this government shutdown when it happened. We found out what happened under the Biden administration. They were paying, okay, because remember, the drug companies were now charging 200% more than everyone else. Meaning, if I got this pill in Europe and I was a European, let's just say I paid $15. Here in America, you were paying 200 and something dollars for this pill. Okay. And of course, oh, these whatever, they drop it down to $100, whatever, and you pay that now. Guess what? Biden administration, to make it feel like it was not that bad, they were using our tax dollars to pay for those pills so that way
Yeah, to
when you
offset.
got the, yeah, to offset the payment, instead of saying to the drug companies what Donald Trump said in the beginning, hey, you're paying this much, that's not fair, you need to change it, do better. That's the type of leadership we need, and that's what Donald Trump did. And guess what? It's working because now they're increasing it in Europe and they're trying to kind of balance it out so it looks fair, which that's why they hate us right now. But
Yeah,
it's just crazy. The Obamacare didn't work.
no, they didn't. It was all a scam designed to exploit the American people even more, and keep America poor. And that's why. And that's what. That's where we at right now. We are in the virgin point that either the middle class is almost it's about to be like I would not say the word exterminated, but it would it's about to be done with the middle class. Middle class would jump to the lower class, and the lower class would go to the lower class, which is like Section 8 EBT. We're about to get into that right now. That Donald Trump doing, being Donald Trump, he said it. Everybody must reapply for EBT in order to get the EBT and get the right amount and stop the fraud because they find out that over what 100,000 people.
168,000 people
Man,
that
it's
are
crazy.
not alive that had
Wow.
been collecting food stamps.
And
Think about that.
I've seen videos of people checking their balance on their EBT. And I seen one, I believe 2 days ago. This lady called in. They got the automated, balance, check your balance stuff. 23,000 and some change balance
Dude,
on the EBT card. Can you
if you
believe that?
do, if you, that's outrageous. But if you were to do 800 times 168, dude, that's $134,400,000.
A
Dude,
month.
that's a month, dude. A month. What is
And
that in
that's
a
why,
year?
and I don't know. That's
That's
that's a
1
1.6.
billion. Yeah, 1.6. Yeah. Dude, oh my gosh.
That's ridiculous.
And that you said that lady
Money
had
wasted.
22,000 a month? And I was being
23,000 in that
20, dude, oh my gosh.
balance. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It was on
being
TikTok,
conservative. And that was
bro.
probably
It
because of
is.
the back pay, right? The back pay? Was it because of the
No,
back pay?
I mean, they were getting so much money they couldn't spend it. You know what I mean? They get so much money, and and you have
I
limited
need those
space on
food
your house.
stamps.
You know what I mean? Everybody has a limited space. I mean, you could go, okay, let's say you wait 2 months without doing any purchase in the grocery store, and you go and you buy, you spend at least $800, and you restock everything on your house for that month. It's so much that you can eat and store in your house. Just imagine if they receive $2,000 a month on ABT, and they try to spend it all, but they can't because it's like, where are we gonna put all this food? I mean, the fridge is limited, the cabinets are limited. Let's say they spend $1,400 a month, so those $600 they're gonna roll over to the next month, so they get another 2,000. That's 26, and then from that 26 double to 12,000, 1,200. You know what I mean? So money rolls up. By the end of the year, it's $11,000 leftovers on your EBT card.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
what
It is
what what are we
ridiculous,
doing?
and people
How
selling
how
it.
how come we're not in that? That's like a money scheme right there. Man, that's so
It is
messed
it's a
up.
money scheme because a lot of people selling that EBT balance for lower amount. You know what I mean? They're selling that food to everybody. So it is
I,
nuts. It
I'm
is
I'm
fraud and it's wrong.
Yeah, those people need to go to jail, dude. That because there's so many people out there that I know that really do need it, and they can't
Yeah.
get it for reasons that, oh, you make too much, and they're out there grinding, busting their chops, and you got
Mhm.
somebody out there that's just not, because if you look at everybody that was mostly complaining on TikTok, I'm gonna say it, they were fat, they were not skinny. They're the last people
Oh,
that needs to be eating. They have enough food in there and they're gonna say, "Well, I'm diabetic." Well, you're diabetic because you were eating too much, you know. So it's like, dude, and they're gonna say, "Well, I
yeah.
was born that way." Well, I mean, you don't need to eat that. If you're diabetic, you need to eat a balanced diet. Not all
It
these
is crazy.
sugary products. But let's
This
go
is a
play this
video that
other
I was
video.
talking.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, yeah. Let me send you play this video real quick. I
Okay.
sent it to you on the private message. It's the last video. Play that video. That's a lady about. And shout out to Unfiltered Clips 5 on TikTok. He posted this 2 days ago.
That is nuts. I'm already reading
It is.
the title. All right, here we
There we
go.
go.
Customer service. For English, press 1. Para español, for EBT, press 1. Enter the last 4 digits of your phone. Enter your PIN. Your SNAP balance is $23,235.
Dude, I'm speechless, bro. That
Bro,
that is crazy.
bro, 23,000. What that?
Dude,
Tell me that.
that is horrible, dude.
It is. It is. And hey, wait, there is more. Check this out.
Go for it.
Check
That
this out.
is horrible, though. I just believe, though, you know, eh, she couldn't believe it. Or there must have
Hold
been
on.
some error or something. But
Hold on. No, don't play that. This is uh why it's repeating the same video? Yeah, go ahead, play that video. Check that out. Hey, she's right. They feeding the whole hood. Everybody eating steak and lobster. It is
hold
nuts.
on,
Check that video.
computers.
Check that video out. Yeah, the internet is slow. Sorry about that, guys, but bear with us. This is the last video of the night. But
Oh man,
it is
dude.
insane. People getting that money. That mean your money and my money, so they can eat. But we cannot get none of that.
Yeah,
That's
this
why the
is
that's why the
this
middle
is
class
nuts,
is so
man.
fed up.
Yeah, this is why I don't have sympathy for these people.
6 freaking kids. Lord.
Hey, there was more. God.
Let's go to the comments because the comments are really better. People are pissed. Let's go to the comment section. I
Oh,
did post a
I
video.
can't because I don't have TikTok no more.
Oh, you don't have. Okay, let me show my screen then.
Oh
Let me
wait,
show
wait,
you
here we
this.
go. Wait, here we go. Here goes
Oh
some
yeah, there we
comments
go.
right here. You got
Let's react to
not
this
a
comment.
good time to rub it in people's faces. No, that's right.
Yep,
Let's see what
facts.
other people say. A family of 6 gets 710 with reduction. So either she lives down south or she already had food already. I know a woman with household of 3 getting 768 EBT. I know a girl with 5 kids and she gets $1,000 a month and then brags she'll never use it all. Yeah, okay. Why do you have 6 kids respectfully? Yeah, exactly. That's where you had me at. Wait, 6 kids?
Yeah,
God dang. You if you have 6 kids, you need to not ask for food stamps because at some point you made a choice, you know? Meanwhile, not good ones, because if you're asking for food stamps and you have 6 kids, really? Okay. Meanwhile, us not on food stamp because we make too much. Let's see this picture. That's about right. That's about right.
that's my
I'm
that
sorry.
that's my pantry right
That's my
now.
pantry too. I mean, we should show the world our pantry how miserable that is, dude. Versus this chick,
Motherfucker
she's
got
all full,
spider
man.
webs and
Come on,
everything.
dude.
I got spider webs.
They got spider webs. We can't even get rent from the spiders, bro. That's what's crazy.
Nope. Dusty. I
Me
got a
working
dusty
82 hours
pantry.
a week. Exactly. 3 kids and mine look empty as heck. Insane. Exactly. Must be nice to receive all them handouts. This pisses me off. Working and paying to provide for your family while I'm struggling for mine. Exactly. Dude, they take so much money out of my taxes that it's not even funny, bro. And
Yeah.
it's crazy that these people
They,
are
they
getting
take a
this
lot
out of my
out of my
tax
wife
money.
too. My wife, every man, it's like almost a
Hey,
thousand dollars a month
look
on
what
between all the
this
taxes and
Texas
stuff.
gypsy says. I know.
That is
Look what this lady says. She says, "At least you have both tatted arms, sleeves, and fake nails. That's important."
oh
She had
my
money to
gosh.
get tattoos and fake nails. Her priorities
That
are
just
good.
she probably sell
Dude,
that
they're
leftover EBT and get that money to do her tattoos and smoke. And I bet she smoked like a Newport if she ever smoked. I don't know. Just guessing. Just throwing.
dude, I'm
You
gonna
mute
turn off
the
the
music
music.
just in case. I don't want to get. Yeah, I know. My fridge look. I'm telling you, my fridge and my pantry look dusty. They look
Man,
dusty,
I don't
and
know.
we we are we are in bad shape. I'm telling you, we are in a bad shape. And all this EBT fraud is about to be over. The reign of the EBT handouts is about to be over. All these Section 8 they need to reapply. EBT need to be reapply. All the stuff they need to be reapply and show of you looking for a job, and you must at least a part time in order to get those benefits. Because at least you're putting something into the jar for everybody else. You subsidize your
Ex-
own. You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly. But
That- That's what it need to be.
didn't Trump say he's making that now an order that they're gonna have to
They,
reapply and the conditions are stricter?
yeah, I think he did throw that out there. I think if he find a way just to put it on paper without they don't need legislation for that. It's just like a new rule. Yeah, he probably do that. He
And
probably he
and
probably done that already.
and see, right now Donald Trump is throwing out so many ideas. Um,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, talking about throwing stuff out,
I already know.
according to Donald Trump, ATF is
I
about to
know.
be SBR suppressors are about to be taken out because they're not taking any tax in 2026 for those items. So they asking if you're not collecting tax, that means you have to drop it because what is the purpose of those rules? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I hope so. So we can just go and buy a suppressor and get and walk that with them. You know what I mean? So I can't
Hey,
wait.
but the other thing is,
Yes, I got cooties, I believe.
you know that you heard the other ideas that he's throwing out, and again, he's just throwing out ideas, but The 50-year
Sometimes they say,
mortgages and the 15-year
"Oh,
car loans. Dude,
nah,
okay,
nah, that it's not going to work."
the 50-year mortgages,
Hmm.
I don't agree with it at all. But there's still ways you can make money out of that. But the 15-year-old car loans, yeah, we change cars every 4 years. That just not gonna happen.
Let me tell you this. I am agree with the 50-year loan on mortgages on a fixed interest rate, not a amortization rate.
Compound interest,
Like,
yeah, not,
yeah, I don't. If they change it from compound interest to regular interest, like a fixed
yeah,
rate, like for a car or something, that would drop the interest, the payment dramatically, and people can actually afford that. You
yep.
know what I mean? Before you paying upfront all this interest, because I mean, if you push it to 50 years, that means you would be paying 20 to 25 years on interest alone.
What if the government does some type of, like, leave it the way it is now? But what if the
Mhm.
government makes a, for first time home buyers, uh, a contribution of 30% of what the houses are worth? You know what I mean? To offset the, and I know you're gonna say, well, where are we getting this 30%? Stop paying EBT and stop paying for money for Israel and other countries, and use that to pay for people like veterans or new upcoming youth that wants to buy a house. I mean, because honestly, the amount of money we throw towards these countries and people that don't work, I mean, we could use that for contributing civilians that are really trying to make it into something, you know? It
Yeah.
just, I don't
I
know,
think the
man.
only the only problem that I see with that, if the government subsidized housing in some shape or form, is the
They
same
could
thing that
repo it.
happened with the pharma, with the pharma and other industry. They will up the price, knowing that they're about to
Yeah, that's
get
true.
a subsidized of 40,000, $20,000, whatever. They're gonna up the price a little bit. Unless Donald Trump said, "Do not up the price. Keep the price as it is. We're just gonna give you the benefits of it." You know what I mean? We're just giving people the, I will say, if you're a first time home buyers and you want the benefit, get a voucher. That's the only way they can keep the they can keep the developers honest, because they don't know who has the voucher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
They
Yeah,
cannot up the
you're
price.
right.
Just go ahead, get your voucher, and they don't know if you're a first time home buyer, second, third, fifth, fourth, fifth. That would be a good idea for first time home buyers. They'll go through their lender and see if they qualify and get a voucher. I think that's the only way you can do it, because these developers, they greedy. They all for the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah, they're all for the money.
I think everybody is. I don't blame them, but what pisses me off is they get too greedy on it. You know what I mean? They get too greedy, and they
Like the
up the
insurance.
prices. Yeah,
Like,
like the insurance and pharma, they up the prices, and hopefully, right now it's a buyer's market. If you're looking for a home, this is the time, because they are giving here, at least here in Houston, in our market, they're giving huge discounts. They are giving most of them. I would say 95%. They're paying your closing costs. They are adding stuff into the house, like a generator for the whole home. They adding X amount
solar
of money
panels, I
for
think.
solar panels, X amount of money for your upgrades, all the stuff. So they give you everything under the sun to get you in. And some of them, they buy down your rate to 3.99. I seen videos. They buy your rate permanently, not buying your rate for 6 7 years, permanently, and they're paying for it just to get you on a house plus a discount. So it is crazy. I mean, you're getting I seen videos and people are getting over $100,000 on benefits to purchase a home. So this is the time. Now, if you're looking for a home, this is the time because remember we're getting close to tax season and they're gonna pull back a little bit.
And it's always good to buy it in December,
Oh
November,
yeah,
January.
oh yeah,
Nobody's really
yeah. If
buying a
you,
house there.
yeah, if you're looking for a home or if you need a car, this is the time because December is
April
closing. The
comes,
winter,
May
yeah,
comes, and it's everybody. You either fall in love with a house and somebody outbid you.
I know
That
it is
sucks.
crazy. All right, brother, we're gonna cut this short tonight. I really appreciate it. We're going to come back Wednesday. We're gonna do back on Wednesday because I know you'll be gone tomorrow. So I might do a live on Wednesday and I might have you a quick minute. I know you'll be tired of fishing and all that stuff, but
I'm
we're gonna
probably
get back on
yeah.
Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. I'll be here.
If not, if you don't see it in the whole week, you're gonna see us on Fridays. Guarantee you. We're gonna have a special show on Friday. It's gonna be more comical than news and our opinions. It's gonna be more fun stuff to watch and let's see if we can. My friend over here gave me some red snapper or something. Better
Yeah,
hook me
for
up.
sure.
You better hook me up.
Yeah, I better catch some. You
Yeah.
know,
If you catch some, let me know.
'cause
I
last
drive. I'll drive to your place or sometime somewhere in on 45 and I bring my cooler with some ice and some snapper or something.
dude, last time dolphins were eating all my catch, and it was just me. Like everybody else that were catching, and I was just like
Yeah.
about to pull it, and here comes squonk yoink. I was like the head only. I was like, bro, sucked.
They're brutal, man. They're brutal. All right,
Yeah.
guys, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, just join us every other day. We're gonna be here doing podcasts and having a good time. And by Friday, I need to talk to my friends, Adam Francisco and JJ Carroll, see if they're able to join us on
Oh
Friday.
yes.
It's gonna be a great show. Thank you so much. God bless you. Take care. If you are on EBT and don't hate me, and I don't hate you, but I'm kind of mad, but I don't hate you. So don't be mad at me. EBT rocks.
I have
Section
no
A
to
rock.
that. If you're an EBT, I, I just I just have no words for you.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
I'll keep
I
those in
appreciate
here.
it. Have a good
All right.
one. Take care.